is being brought to you by Extra Strength Tylenol. You can't buy a more potent pain reliever without a prescription. And Maxwell House Instant Coffee. Every Maxwell House coffee, good to the last drop. You know, every year, there are literally hundreds of memorable scenes from our daytime dramatic series, but one of the year's most romantic moments was played by General Hospital's Luke and Laura. Here to present our next award is Dr. Steve Aldrich from the Doctors, and from As the World Turns, Barbara Stenbeck, David O'Brien and Colleen Zenk. You know, a talk service show host is traditionally a person who can give you one heck of a lot of good advice.
Yeah, and somebody you can turn to when you're confused, bewildered, and lonely, and your mother won't return your phone calls.
Yeah, well, I can assure you that these next gentlemen are not confused, bewildered, or lonely because they're this year's nominees for Outstanding Host of the Talk Service Series. Phil Donahue, Hugh Downs, over easy.
And the winner is Hugh Downs over Easy.
Thank you all. This is a very deep honor, and I know it's cliche to observe, but it must be shared by worthy people who have brought the program over easy to what it has become. And I believe it must also be shared by our older citizens in our country whose input and insight have also contributed to an idea that is unfolding and that I'm proud to be part of. And I know the program next season with Mary Martin and Jim Hart aboard is going to rise even to greater heights. I'm deeply honored, and again, thanks.
To present the award for Outstanding Talk Service Program, here from Search for Tomorrow and Ryan's Hope are Rod Arrants and Randall Edwards. These talk service shows are really wonderful, aren't they, Randall?
I'm one of their biggest fans.
They're so informative. If you watch these shows, you're not going to have any more problems.
But, Rod, if you and I solved all our problems, we'd be out of work.
Right. We'd like to present the award for Outstanding Talk Service Series. The nominees are...
monopoly that brought us the $32 a barrel situation.
And that sets a monopoly framework worldwide unless the U.S. government, if it ever can avoid being under the influence of Exxon and Amoco, defends the people in this country at the shores and puts a reasonable limit on those prices, which are wrecking the economy, the poor, the middle class.
But what's reasonable? If they can get it, why shouldn't they charge it?
Just like the utility. There's got to be regulated prices for the utility.
All right.
Because it's a monopoly price.
Do I have to tell you about America's feeling about government regulation? About the hopeless bureaucracy that comes around government regulation?
You got your choice,
And who's going to decide the lower tier, upper tier?
Okay.
And we have how many thousands of people in the Department of Energy? Give them.
There's about 20,000.
20,000 people in the Department of Energy taking my tax money out of my paycheck, not to mention the little old lady.
The department.
I have six
grandchildren.
I have my first child,
Yes.
who is the biggest aspidiscus in the world at the moment. What is gracious of you to say? The biggest aspidiscus in the world.
Right. That was one of their
My
songs.
son, Larry Hagman, made his entire career without ever knowing, people didn't know he was my son. And truly did not know, because he wanted to make it on his own. At one time when he decided to be in show business, which he didn't want to be ever at the beginning of his early stage, I said, you want to use Larry Martin, because Hagman In Texas, we used to pronounce it Hegman. Now it's Hagman. But he said, no, I want to keep my name. But which was wonderful. He never did ever in any interview say that he was my son until much later.
I'm asking you not to overeat again. I'm asking you to stop after every course, after the first, after the third, after the fifth. I'm asking you to ask yourself, have I had enough? Heel, toes, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel, toes. Oh, girls, come on. You can be Miss Supermarket of 1980. Come on, heel, toes. All right, take it. Well, let me see it work. Come on. Let me hear that breathing. Oh, we'll play Supermarket. Oh.
Richard Mr. Executive Producer, Patricia McMillan, Senior Producer, Donnie Hayes, and Sherry Senior Producers.
I am really pleased and honored to be here for the fourth consecutive year on behalf of Multimedia Program Productions to accept this award and thank the Academy. I joined Pat McMillan, Darlene Hayes, and Sherry Singer in thanking a wonderful staff of people in Chicago and Cincinnati, and especially to Phil Donahue, who gives so much of himself to make this show work. Thank you.
The 8th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards will continue with Charles Nelson Reilly, Carla Borelli, and the star of Family Feud, Richard Dawson.
For 3 years, the #1 daytime dramas are on ABC. More young women are watching ABC than CBS and NBC combined. ABC as the top-rated shows. General Hospital, All My Children, One Life to Live, and Ryan's Hope. See the most popular shows in America, weekdays on ABC.
The 8th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards will continue in a moment. To present our next award is a man who's been matchless as a Hollywood entertainer and magnificent as a Broadway actor and director. His beautiful co-presenter left another world to go to Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Nelson Reilly and Carla Borelli.
The nominees for our next award have a very difficult job. They get in front of a television camera, they ask a lot of questions, and they have to give away huge sums of money for the right answer.
Who are you talking about, the game show host or the ad scam agent?
Charles, name the nominees.
Oh. The nominees for Outstanding Game Show Host are Dick Clark, $20,000 Pyramid. Richard Dawson, Family Feud. Peter Marshall, The Hollywood Square.
And the winner is Peter Marshall.
Thank you very much. I gave the biggest hits to Charles. We were on Broadway together with Julie Harris about 15 years ago.
You didn't win anything.
We didn't win a doggone thing. It's nice to be nominated. It's terrific to win. And I'm really surprised. 15 years of Squares, and this is our last year. It's a bye-bye in September. But boy, has it been fun, I'll tell you. Bob Quigley, who I adore, Meryl Heater, I love. Jerry Shaw, our director, who's won about 4 of these things. Our producers over the years, Les Roberts, my best buddy in the world, Bill Armstrong, Jay Reddick, and the stars, Cliff Arquette, wow, Wally Cox, Paul Lynde, George Gobel, Wayland and Madam, Benny Price, it goes, Rosemary,
I love them all. And I hope next year maybe Bill Cullen and Tom Kennedy and Gene Rayburn, maybe they'll be nominated. Monty Hall, I hope so. And Alan Ludden, I hope you're watching. Thank you very much. I love this.
To present the next award, here are two of the stars from All My Children.
Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Miller and Peter Bergman.
This is great. We are here to present the award for Outstanding Game Show.
I love game shows. I watch them all the time. But the thing is I always guess the answer before the contestants do.
Oh, is that right?
I'm very smart.
Okay. How many people ride the bus in Canton, China on an average weekday?
3,564,612.
You are good.
I know.
Well, let's see how you can do with the nominees.
Okay. We would like to present the award for the Outstanding Game Show.
Old-fashioned dance. She did a very red hot. Oh, poker. Thought she said poker for the... all you need is 18 points, survey said. There. Waltz. Waltz number one answer. Specific item you have on patio table. 15 points for $5,000. Survey said.
The Hollywood Squares. And here's the master of the Hollywood Squares, Peter Marshall.
Okay, welcome once again to the Hollywood Squares. Hello, stars. Is there any creature on Earth, Paul, that can change sexes at will? Any creature?
Yes, but you have to book him a year in advance.
The Illustrated World Encyclopedia, John. Will anything in the world get a duck to fly faster than our 55 miles per hour national speed limit? A duck. You know anything about ducks?
I don't know about ducks, please. I had a duck once.
You had a duck?
I know how 2 ducks, Peter.
Oh, yeah.
I know how 70 ducks. 1 duck.
This is a $20,000 pyramid.
Ken Scott, what do you do when you're not with us, Ken?
You light him, I fight him, Dick. I'm a New York City firefighter.
Oh, now that deserves a big round of applause. I think everybody in the world has a secret desire to do what you do for a living, but when I watch you work, I don't want to do that. We're awful glad you're there when we need you.
A jacket, Levi's,
Leisure wear.
your coat, a vest,
Does it have buttons?
a jacket,
Things with zippers, a button,
your pants,
pockets.
okay, a dead person, a corpse,
Things that are stiff.
And the winner is the $20,000 pyramid. Producers Bob Stewart, executive producer Anne Marie Smith, and Jane Rothschild, producer. Thank you. This is a surprise. I want to thank Anne Marie Smith, Jane Rothschild, Sam Bergman, the whole staff. This is the second time we've won since we've been canceled. We've won more awards for being off the air than we have for being on, which says something about us. Anyway, before I go, I want to say one thing for someone we all take for granted. I want to thank the entire staff, but most of all, the absolute ultimate professional, Dick Clark. Thank you, Dick. Right.